Here is a simple tip for conflicts management without having to dive into too much. It's a very simple one you can apply today. Hopefully not. I hope you don't have an argument today. But anytime you have a disagreement with your husband, argument, or just any time where he kind of retreats to his room, he goes somewhere else, especially if he is getting a little upset, that is actually a good thing. I know I used to feel abandoned. I used to feel unloved. I used to chase him around the house wanting to, talk things out and work things out. But I learned that most often when men do that, it's actually an honorable and good thing and a loving action that they're taking. So men often do retreat in order to calm themselves down, to process, so that they don't accidentally explode or say things that they don't want to say, that they're trying not to hurt you. So if you can give your husband space and then also reflect on, how you might have contributed, maybe it was just 10%, but if you can do that, that will help decrease the conflicts in your marriage. And the important thing is to not be dwelling and letting yourself get more anxious, more angry. You need to find a way to calm yourself down. So find whatever is going to work for you to do that. If it's exercise is a great one, listening to music, taking a bath. Prayer is something that helps me. And then trying to figure out, okay, where did I go wrong in this? So when, kind of depends on your husband, but if things have calmed down, if you're in a better space, you can see if it seems like, he's okay to talk a little bit, not to have a full on sit down we're going to hash this out. You can simply go to him and say, I apologize for whatever, yelling at you without a qualifier, but I only did it because of that. That's not a mature apology. A mature adult apology is just owning your own mistake and leaving it at that. So you're not going to explain, you're not going to ask him questions. You're simply going to do a short apology. I usually do like to, do a little physical affection, but it's going to, depend on where things are. Like I might rub my husband's back, give him a hug. But we are, a couple years into working and having changes in our marriage where things are at a much more calm place. So this doesn't happen that often. But if you can, just simple, short, and not I'm sorry, a full on I apologize for, cut it off. Do not launch into a monologue. We get ourselves into trouble when we talk too much, because then we will start going on to his behavior, which that's what we're doing. We're apologizing. I don't like when my kids do that, when they apologize and then say, but she made me do it, or blah, blah, blah. No. So give him space to calm down. You go do what you need to do to get into a better place. Think of an honest apology. Don't apologize for the entire thing. Just apologize for your contribution, the major one, and then leave it at that. He might respond. He might not be ready to react to you, especially if you're not in a, if conflicts are very common in your marriage and they usually go round and round and round, it's going to take him a while to actually be receptive to your apology and to believe it. But with time, things get so much better. Now, like I said, arguments are few and far between, but they have happened a little more with our sleep deprived state since our fourth was born. Oftentimes my husband will actually be the first one and come apologize to me, because again, I'm trying to give him space and I don't know how much space he needs. And I know I used to in the past be like, but how much space do you need? But now I can kind of like read body language and get a better sense. And because he knows I'm not coming to rehash the argument, he's okay if I come, to just apologize. But like at least half the time he comes out and apologizes to me first, and then I will apologize as well. And in the past, I used to try to force him to apologize. So this really, it's a simple shift you can make in your marriage, But just thinking he's not, you know, it's not a hateful thing he's doing, it's not a hurtful thing. He's not trying to hurt me. He's actually trying to love me. He's trying to prevent himself from hurting me more or hurting me at all. Or maybe I'm just being so outrageous and crazy, like, yeah, I need to calm. He needs to get away from me so I can calm myself down too. So please try to give your husband a little space when you have arguments. Figure out what you did, short and sweet apology, and we're going to get more into this, but it really can be that simple. But there's a lot of behind the scenes like mindset work and changes that can help with that on your end. But yeah, I hope that this is helpful. Please give it a try. Even just thinking, calming yourself down, like, he loves me. He's just trying to calm down, and that's okay. Even that simple thing can make a huge difference.